Hello and welcome back to episode 79 of our survival Let's Play on No Man's Land. We have 5,472 litres of maple syrup, which is all the maple syrup we have. And we're going to go and sell it. The reason we're going to go and sell it is I'm going to get that McCormick tractor. If it's still there, that is. I haven't even checked. Yes, it's still there. Right. We need to get that. So I know we're going to get 22 grand back for our Fiat. So basically, we need another 10 grand, don't we? And that isn't going to get us it, which I knew it wasn't. But it's got us close, which is good enough. I'm trying not to sell the eggs and not to sell the oil. If we can stay away from doing either of them, then we're alright. Bet these going to fill with oats after Anna, which would be typical. Yep, of course it is. Of course it is. And we've still got loads. Let's get these out of the way. I'm not even going to stack them neat. Let's just get all these shifted. I'd probably best off just going to sell what we've got and then coming back and filling it up with oats again. I'm saying that there's not. Oat drinks have gone, haven't they? Right, now let's jump into here and we can start filling up with this. Not long, so it's like 3 at a time, isn't it? 3% at a time. Right, I'm just going to go and sell this lot and then come back. And I might, depending on how much we get, I might have to come back for that oat drink. Right, we're possibly... Am I going to be alright? Yes. Yeah. 5,300. What I'm going to do, I'm still going to go back and what we've got. I'm going to sell this oat drink purely because hopefully it'll give us. We're going to need to repair the McCormick army. It's going to be a fortune, isn't it? Like, my head is absolutely screaming out for us not to do this. However, it's just too good of a deal to turn down, really. Is there any more oats on there? No. It's all the oats. 8,400. Yeah, we want a tractor that's 250 horsepower plus. This is going to give us it. With the potential to upgrade it even more. And we're only going to pay just over 90 grand for it. I have to get that Marshall trailer back down as well. I could do with one moving the oil actually, just so we can see when the sunflower oil starts coming through. Okay, let's keep that out the way there. Right, 22,976, so it was nearly 23 really. We're going to sell just over... I've had that tractor for ages. Just under 100 grand. Just noticed that's off, are they all off? I wouldn't know if that's on off Elmgrad, because I haven't really been on that map, but yeah, Atu Belleron, and that is Elm Creek. I know you all know this, but I've never noticed that before. Right, 364 horsepower. What options have we got? I mean, I'd love to, but no. Triangle we don't need because there's no one else. So it's actually, it costs you more not to have the fenders. Beacon we don't need because, like I said, there is no one else. Light bar we don't need. Someone tell us what a DRL is. Is it doing? I don't know what it's doing. Right, I have no idea what that is. 23 grand to make it 310 horsepower. Can't at the minute. So just as standard really. 92,136. Let's buy that. Leaves us with 7 grand. But we do have a McCormick X8. It's black roof as well. I don't think I've used a McCormick yet. It does look good, doesn't it? I mean, considering as well the mode that we're on. Let's drive it down. And we'll see how much it's going to cost to repair down at our place. I mean, already you can... I could tell the difference, just it doesn't half shift compared to the others. I'm loving that black roof as well. Let's have a look. I mean, this is so much... This is like next level now, isn't it? Compared to what we've been used to. Drinks holder there as well. I mean, it costs a lot of money, but I think it's going to be worth it, isn't it? 19 hours on it. I thought I said it had 34 hours on it. Ah well, I'm not complaining. It's only took 78 or 79, I can't remember what I said at the beginning of this, 79 I think. 79 episodes to get quite a modern tractor. I don't actually know what category it's in either. I'm gonna get this parked up. Let's have a look. We'll go large. It's not going to be, is it? Must be medium. It said it was a mod, didn't it? So there's the X7. It's that, but I'm sure it said it was a mod. Yeah, this one here, 220 grand. So that's a brand new 220 grand. We only paid 92 for it. Like I said, that is an absolute bargain. Let's what do we need to do? We need to sort the fields out, don't we? Let's get it hooked up to something and we'll give it a go. So, we just had to go into the next day. There wasn't that much to do really, and we still don't have much to do, to be honest, in this in-game day. We're going to get these two fields turned around, and we might possibly have to sort of top up some animal feed, but other from that, there's not that much to do. The first thing we need is a cultivator. I know I said I was going to use the McCormick. However, it's kind of overkill, isn't it? By putting it on our cultivator, or our cultivator on it, sorry. I will do it, however, I'm not 100% sure that it's going to fit in and sort of manoeuvre around, because it's very wide at the back. That was a bit wider than I thought, actually. The door was, sorry. Yeah, that went better than I thought. I thought it'd be a bit tighter. Let's start this side. Like I said, it is a bit overkill. 264 horsepower I think we've got here. For a implement that only needs about 70. But it was just sort of to to have a look, see what it's like. You can't feel the difference when you... I've just missed that bit on the side. When you go into accelerate, it's so much more responsive. Obviously, there's a lot more power. It's a higher speed gearbox. And it's just massive compared to our other tractors, isn't it? It feels absolutely huge. I mean, I certainly won't be using it for things like this all the time. I might, even after this field, change over and put it on this tyre, because it's just sort of, it's a waste of wear and tear on this tractor. It's just going to cost us more money. I mean, it's only going to be... Is it the next in-game month, or is it the one after? Where the grass is going to be ready to harvest again. And that's where it's going to sort of come up big. When it's got the forage wagon on the back. I had a look before we come on. As far as the rest of our silage is concerned, we haven't got much fermented. There's only, I think there's about 50 odd thousand litres fermented, which obviously isn't going to get as much. We'll just wait for the rest of it now. Like I said, I don't propose on being in the rest of this in-game month for overly long. It does look A's, doesn't it? They have a very specific look, the McCormick's, don't they? Like I said, I don't think, if I've used one, I certainly haven't bought one. If I've used one, it's just been within a contract. I might have used it within a contract on Elm Creek. I can't remember a specific occasion when I have. But, I mean, having this now just opens up a lot more possibilities than what we had. Just with the machinery we can sort of choose from. And the fact that we can put this over 300 horsepower as well. I don't think we'll need... In fact, I know we won't need a higher horsepower tractor for a long time. I'd say if at all, but I think maybe in another... Is this episode 79? Maybe in another 79 episodes we might have even bigger fields and even larger equipment. And I genuinely think we will get another 79 episodes as well. Right, so we've got one more run up, and then there's a tiny bit over on that right hand side. And like I said, I'll probably change it over to the Steyr and crack on with that. I love the black roof as well. I can't remember if I mentioned it when we first got it, because it was yesterday, sort of in real life yesterday, the first part of this video. It's very distinctive, isn't it? Just in the same way as the Massey's, I suppose, with the white ones. Right. What I'm going to do is I'll put this over here out the way for now. We'll get this, and we'll crack on. I think I'm going to do a time lapse of us sort of preparing the fields. You might see the McCormick again when we do the in fact you definitely will see the McCormick again when we do the spreading, when we do the first lot of spreading, which will probably be the next job, to be fair. You'll see the McCormick within that time lapse, and we'll probably come back once the fields are turned around. We'll time lapse through the rest of it, and maybe the final job we do, I might come back and do that, and then we can sort the animals out, and we'll see where we're at then. So we're going to time lapse. It won't be overly long. I'll do a lot within a short space of time. So enjoy the music. Okay, so that's this field. It's been turned over, it's been fertilised, it's had canola in it. Sorry, something else caught my eye there. It had canola being put in it. I wanted canola in both, however, I've had an idea. So I put canola in the smaller one, given the fact that it was our small seeder. I mean, to be fair, it took long enough just doing this field, never mind a one that's larger. Weeding will come in the next in-game month. You'll have noticed though, I haven't done all of that with this field. All we've done is turned it around, fertilised it, but there's no cropping. The reason for that is we're going to put sugar beet in it. When I was looking about getting sort of upgrading productions, one of the crops that we need is, I say one of the ingredients that we need for quite a lot of stuff is sugar. So even if we don't use this straight away, this seems so quick on this sort of field. I know it wouldn't if it was a bigger field. Yeah, even if we don't use this straight away, I'll find somewhere to store it. I say I'll find somewhere because at the minute I haven't got anywhere. I don't think. If it's the same as 19, our big open fronted shed that we've got, the one that we started the game with, you couldn't actually store crops on the floor in that one. So we'll just have to see. I might be able to put them possibly in the hayloft. not actually in the silo bit, but in the garages next door. Don't know. We'll have to see. I think it takes about 6 months for these to grow anyway, so we've got time to come up with a plan. And also time to come up with the money to buy the equipment to harvest them with. Which we'll need to do. I know, just from looking for Mod Hub, and not anytime soon as well, this was ages ago came out, that there's a cheap implement to harvest them with. I'm not sure how much it is, but I don't think it's a great deal. Because a lot of the time on Mod Hub, that's the type of stuff that catches my eye. It's the really old, battered, sort of used machinery. That's the stuff that I'll tend to just download straight off the bat without even sort of thinking, oh yeah, I'll be using that soon. Just, yeah, that's the stuff that appeals. So I remember doing that with the sugar beet. With this sugar beet harvester, sorry. It's just an implement that goes on the back of a tractor. I have no idea what the horsepower is. God, this flies once you take the requirement off the PTO. I mean, this has taken no time at all. It's absolutely is. Yeah, I sort of toed and froed what to put in these fields. Again, it was sort of head over heart. Head said canola and sunflowers. But I've already got fields we're both in. We do need extra canola, which is why I've put it in the smaller field. In hindsight, I probably should have put the sugar beet in field number 1, but like I said, it's in hindsight. Just because it's a bit easier at work, I think it's a bit of an easier shape to deal with. And sometimes, from what I remember, more of jack pine than anything else, using implements to dig sugar beet up. In that particular one, it was potatoes. It was a nightmare having to sort of turn and just manoeuvre with those type of implements on the back. So we'll see anyway. I mean, it's in now, so there's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, we'll just have to see what stuff we can afford production wise. Obviously we've just had 2 massive expenses that we didn't plan for. One of them I wanted, so I did want a new tractor, and we've been looking, and there's a couple of times, haven't we, where we've been looking and thinking, should I get that? I can't actually remember which one it was. Was it a John Deere one that we were close to buying a couple of episodes ago? I can't remember. Or was it a Massey? I know we were close. Oh, I'll tell you what it was. I know exactly what it was. It was the fast track, wasn't it? I was really tempted by the fast track, but it was a bit underpowered for what we wanted. So we didn't end up getting it, did we? I mean, the main expense that we just did not expect to have to fork money out for was that brand new combine. I mean, in a sense, I'm glad that we've got a new combine, because it's nice to have new stuff, isn't it? But I did not want to spend that money at all. I knew that, the crop. I knew that header was going to cause issues, you know. When we bought that second hand, I mean, that was an absolute bargain. I'm sure we only paid about 33 grand for it or something like that. That 12-metre header for corn and sunflowers. And when I used it in the last video, it was brilliant. Like, it was so easy to get them fields harvested. But it hasn't just cost us 33 grand, has it? It's then cost us another 70 odd for a new harvest as well. So you're looking at over 100 grand we've spent to put these two types of crops in the ground, being corn and sunflowers. And at the minute we haven't even got production for the corn. So that was well thought out, wasn't it? Just before I move on to that bit at the bottom, there's a couple of little bits here. Right, hopefully we'll get all this in without having to refill. Yeah, we should do, shouldn't we? That shouldn't be an issue. Let's get that picked up. It was a bit of a weird shape, that one. I actually emptied the seeder just so we had some seed left for this, so I wouldn't have to go up and spend another £800 on a bag of seed. We're back to the whole we're back to the whole damaging our equipment again. Yeah, we're back to the whole sort of scraping every pound again. Right, let's go and find the styre. We do still roll, don't we? Yes. Right, I'm gonna get this done off camera. We'll come back, and I think before we move, well, it will be the end of the video. There's a couple of things we need to do before the end of the video, and it's just sort of topping our animal feed up. I think we'll do that before we move on. But I'll get this finished. We'll come back, and then we'll do that. So no problem. We're almost finished with that. I was going to just come back when we're done, but I thought we might as well sort of show out the last sort of 30 seconds or so of it. It looks like, given the fact that it's gone midday, this episode's probably, I mean, lasted longer in game than what I thought it would. I wonder if that's a bit I've missed there, where there's no crop in it. I probably, to be honest, didn't expect to put that sugar beet in at the beginning of the episode. I'll be interested to see how long we've gone with this one, because I have absolutely no concept of time with this. I don't think the bit we recorded yesterday was overly long. Right, we'll get this put away, then we'll get the Marshall trailer. In fact, we don't even need the Marshall trailer, do we? We'll use Marshall trailer. It's the nicer one, isn't it? We'll have a look, see what second-hand machinery's there as well. Before we leave. I can't remember how much this takes. Not the trailer, sorry, it won't take that much. We won't put 11,000 litres into the chickens. It's really weird, but I can't stop looking at our new tractor. It feels like, because of what we're on, because of the mode we're playing on, with the hard mode, the debt, just everything. It feels like such an achievement to have a piece of kit that sort of big, that new. I mean, in my head, even though we are 79 episodes through, we still should be sort of using the Fiat, I don't know, the little sort of Massey's. Just need to figure out where on earth we're going to get the money from to do the rest of what we need to do. Right, we'll go and get some hay. We'll feed the sheep and then that'll be it. I think the cows will have enough. We'll do the cows in the next episode, I think. Right. That should be enough. Yeah, they are. What are the Swiss Mountain Browns or something? Is that what they were called? Ah, there's loads left over. And water. We should be alright for water for the night. So, this is where we're going to leave it. I didn't expect, like I said, to have that new tractor really. Although I seen it in the last episode, it was sort of one of them things where my head was saying don't, because you can spend the money on other stuff. That'll probably be more beneficial, certainly in the short term. But in the long term, I think, well, I know we needed a higher horsepower tractor, and that, for the price it's give us, is an absolute steal. So, we'll leave it there. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.